first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now his 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Over the middle here to Coates. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Now 3rd down, less than a yard. Kaiser now. He finds Coates complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Gonzalez puts this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they've wanted to.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Ryan on second down. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First down, Kaiser. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go!
Off the play fake, Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Let's go! 190! 190! It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's me and you.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, Freeman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Play clock winding down. On third down, Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Second down, 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Now Kaiser. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Freeman again. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he puts it through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Kaiser just getting the play off. Brought in by Coates. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
To throw, Kaiser. And this one caught by Coates. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action now. Kaiser. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And now here's a carry heading left. Wiggles free. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They run the counter now on first down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Browns on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
On play action, Kaiser. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight. Freeman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll try and run. Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. To throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's back to throw. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ryan to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Falcons on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, let's go.
Here's Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football, but the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Following the interception, Kaiser completes it right side to Brent. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down.
One set. I know. One set. I believe.
Here's Kaiser. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Kaiser to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got room. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Kaiser. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They hustle to the line offensively. Kaiser urging them to move faster.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. First throw in overtime now for Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
Here's Matt Bosher now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. What can Kaiser do here in the OT? And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. On third down, Kaiser. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They go play action. Kaiser. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The Browns on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Kaiser to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
The Falcons on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And they're going to go soft on the corners. third down, Ryan. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Flex round. Hey, watch this. Here we go.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Double time. Hey, pull down. Ohio. Check it out.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. The Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Here we go.
From the gun, Kaiser. He finds Coates complete. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and we will play on here in overtime. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, we had 2 ties last.